What's up everybody, Simply Amazing here, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how to use Mirage the best way you can, and this is going to be after they did the buff to him Season 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through Mirage's passive, tactical, and ultimate ability, and I'm going to give you some tips on the best way to use his abilities. So far these are my overall stats. I know they're not the best compared to the higher tier pro players, but as you guys can see, I've been using Mirage since day one. I almost have 30,000 kills. That's what I'm trying to reach right now. I do have 30,000 lifetime kills, but Mirage has basically been my day one character, and I say I'm pretty well qualified to, give you guys some tips about him. I know there's a lot better Mirages out there with more kills than me, but I figured, a lot of people asked for this video on how to use Mirage better, so hopefully this could help at least one of you guys. And I even got a happy birthday from Mirage himself.
Hey, Simply Amazing New York, whatever. Sometimes we don't always get what we want. Sometimes we get bamboozled, even on our birthdays.
How many other guys can say that? Now, with one of the buffs Mirage got this year with his passive, is that he now goes invisible when he uses respawn beacons and when he revives his teammate. Now, obviously, this was a huge buff because now Mirage and the person he's reviving go invisible, and he could revive in the middle of a gunfight, and that could be huge. Now, the best tip for that is what you want to do is send a decoy out before you res, control the decoy, and then you want to pick up your teammate. What that does is you basically have a fake decoy pretending like he's rezzing somewhere else while you're really on a different area rezzing your teammate. What this can do is confuse the enemy or buy you a little bit of time to get up, especially if you have a gold bag. You could get your teammate up, and then by the time the enemy realizes that it was a decoy, you just, get up in there and just laser him. And if you want to get crazy with it, you can use your ult and then revive. All your decoys from your ult will do the revive animation, which could pretty much throw people off, but then obviously the enemy will know that it's all decoys and they're not going to shoot. Where if you do one decoy and control it, it looks more believable. Alright, so now for his tactical ability. You guys pretty much know what this is. It's basically where he sends out a decoy, but after the buff you can now control the decoy. Now I'm going to show you what not to do with his decoys that I see a lot of Mirage mains doing, or a lot of new Mirage mains doing, that's really easy to spot. So you don't want to have your decoy next to you like this close, because obviously he's either going to go inside your body, or if you run into an enemy and you're this close together, he's going to know it's a decoy, he's going to laser both of you, and that's not going to help. You also do not want to have the decoy directly in front of you. If you're running like this with the decoy in front of you, obviously the enemy can shoot right through him and it'll hit you, so you do not want to do that. What you want to do is you want to send the decoy out kind of far, not that far, far enough to where you can control it, and have it on either the left side or the right side of you, and then run like this. So that way, let's say if that's an enemy right there, he'll see that decoy first, shoot him, and then boom, I laser him while he does that. And I find that to be very effective. I get a lot of bamboozles that way, and it seems to work out. Alright, so another tip with the decoy, let's say you're running this way and the enemy's like over there shooting at me from that side. So you want to run behind something, right? So all you got to do is run behind here, you send out a decoy, and then you could heal up right here while your decoy runs out. He most likely will shoot it. If he doesn't believe it, control it a little bit, move it around while you heal. You want to make the decoy look realistic. You want to make it look like it's moving. You don't want to keep it still like this because obviously they're not going to shoot at it. But if you're moving it around, like normal players that move around like that, they would shoot it, and by then you could easily get a bat off, you could get a sell off, you could get your heals off by the time they realize it's a bamboozle. And of course we have Mirage's ult, which is also buffed during Season 5, which is Mirage deploys a team of controllable decoys to distract the enemies. So pretty much, you guys remember his old ult where he was actually able to go invisible for like 5 to 7 seconds, and his other decoys would just stand still. Now they've changed that to where you don't really go invisible, but your decoys follow your every move. Now I know a lot of mixed feelings about this, especially from the Mirage mains out there, but I'm beginning to learn how to use it better. So I'm going to show you what not to do. What you not want to do is ult like this in front of an enemy and run towards him, because obviously he's going to know you're the real one. You don't really want to do it in an open area, because it's easy to just shoot all the decoys or spot which one you really are. And if you run in circles like this, it's pretty stupid if you're trying to do that. Now the best way to use Mirage's ult is indoors or in a tight, like close quarters area. If you run into a building, if you run into a cave. I'm going to use this as an example. So what you want to do is you can just run in here. You get ult. It's really hard to do it in here because there's not that much room to run around. But as you can see, if someone ran in right now, they don't know who's who. All you gotta do is run around, confuse him. By the time he's like looking around, he's not shooting, and then boom, you just laser him. So it's pretty easy, but you want to do it indoors, especially in a cave or in a building. Alright, so if you do want to use his ultimate outdoors, in the open, what you want to do is make sure there's a lot of stuff in the way. Like, you got this rock here, this stuff here. You want to mix up your decoys. So what you want to do is once you ult, you don't want to have them all running in a circle behind you. You want to separate them, right? So you just run around stuff easily. Look how spread out my decoys are coming now. Some of them look like they're real people. You can't even tell. you want to slide and jump. Make your decoys look as real as possible by doing real movements. You want to slide, jump. If you're healing, you can heal. Your decoys will stand still, so any experienced player could tell that the real Mirage is healing if the other decoys are just staying still. But so if you're healing while you're in the ult, all you gotta do is just jump around, do crouches, you know, try to make yourself look active and real so they get confused. Now I know a lot of people say that Mirage, it's easy to spot a Mirage decoy, but I'm telling you, any good Mirage can fool a good player, even if it's for that one little second that you need to get a bat off, to get a heal off. It just buys you the time you need to actually, you know, clutch plays. And I'm telling you from experience, I bamboozled a lot of good players back then and now. And it's just much better now after the buff, so I pretty much love it. Hopefully these tips can help you guys out if you're trying to be Mirage mains, or if you're already a Mirage main but you're not that good, or you don't know how to really use his new abilities after the buff. Hopefully this helped you. If it did help you, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Apex Legends news, content, gameplays, tips, all that stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.